Carlos, I think we are live, buddy. We are live.
Great.
Hello and welcome back. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. I have very, very special guest. We have Carlos and from Meticulous. Am I saying right? Meticulous?
Yes, that's right.
Meticulous Express Motion. So you are the inventor, correct?
That's right.
You are inventor, and is that okay? Let me ask you: is that your company one-man shop, or you have team?
No, we have a team.
You have team. So
Yes.
what is your background, by the way?
Yeah, so my background is in product design, actually. So
Wow.
before this, I started a product design company with my wife,
Okay.
and we we designed our own products
Uh-huh.
for many years, and we built a team to build those products,
Okay.
an engineering team, designers,
Mhm.
and last year we decided to stop developing uh, just random products and
Uh-huh.
focus on the coffee machine. So uh, we've been working exclusively on this machine since January last year,
Okay.
and the whole team is focused on that
Okay.
now.
So let me ask you, why coffee machine?
Yeah, so it's so I've always worked on
Uh-huh.
products that I'm passionate about,
Okay.
and uh, with when the pandemic started, um, I started coffee as a hobby.
Okay. Sure. Yep.
I bought a flare
Yeah.
and a Gaia, and I
Yeah.
started fiddling around. I got into the Gaia modifications with Arduino, pressure
Okay.
profiling,
Okay. Got it.
and then we got a decent. So we were kind of upgrading, and just I got very deep into the rabbit hole.
Oh, good.
And
That is a dangerous place, buddy.
yes, I know a
That
lot
is
of people
dangerous
are.
place. The rabbit hole. Okay. Go on.
Yeah, and then I just started like I since building products is the only thing that I do. It's my job, but it's also my hobby. So I'm
Okay.
always thinking about products.
Okay.
So using all of these products, the ideas kind of starting to emerge immediately, and obviously the Decent and the Flare were big influences, and since those were kind of the first machines that talked to
Mhm.
me, uh, I was very influenced by that, and I was also obsessed uh, with a video by James Hoffman that mentioned that you can't make good espresso for around $1,000 because the
Yeah.
machines are not good enough.
Yep.
So I was obsessed
Okay.
with that challenge. So that's how it started.
Wow. So obviously you are inspired by the Flair and Decent,
Yeah,
and then also you saw the James Huffman's video. So you trying to create the great machine that under 1,000.
that's right.
Okay.
That was the goal. Yeah,
So that is the goal. I mean, I think you're right because a great espresso machine under 1,000 is tricky. Okay.
yes.
Because right now I have a Bravo Barista Pro. All right. The Pro has a built-in grinder.
Hmm.
Obviously they are, the conical grinder, but they are kind of like prosumer, okay?
Hmm.
Very, it's not exactly appliance, but a little better than appliance, but it's not exactly like the real coffee machine. Let's put it that way. But it
Yeah,
makes great coffee. But
yeah.
the machine behind you, you're telling me, it's gonna be make great coffee. So, can you make milk with that? Can you do?
No.
Oh no, just the espresso machine.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So one of the kind of strategies that we used to make this machine cheaper and still very high quality was to focus on just
just one thing. Yep.
the minimum number of features. So
Yep.
yeah, it has no milk, and it also has some other limitations, but those were intentional because what you want is the machine to be as simple as possible,
Yep.
especially for a first run, a first iteration of the machine. So down the road, when we're comfortable with the mechanism, we're going to start adding features. But doing too much in a product that is new, it's just a recipe for a lot of problems. So
I know. You know what? I know exactly what you're talking about because I know a lot of these companies that they're really good at one thing, okay, but they sometimes they deviated from that something they're really good at.
yeah,
You know, by adding features, now you're competing with other products out there.
that's right.
You know, and then that become is you know you cannot chase everything. Okay, you cannot do everything. So I think you have the right direction. So okay, so your machine only does espresso only.
That's right.
Okay, it does not have grinder, right? There's no
No
built-in
grinder.
grinder. So
No,
you just kind of like one trick pony, correct? Just to
that's
do
right.
one thing, just make espresso.
Exactly.
Okay, and then is there portafilter on it? There's no portafilter, right?
Not right now, but yeah, it fits a 558 millimeter portafilter.
Okay, so use a 58 millimeter portafilter.
Yeah,
Why don't you show us your machine? Okay, let's
yeah,
let's talk about your machine. Yeah,
yeah.
let's talk about that.
Let me um, move this up.
Yeah. By the way, if you're just joining us, we are talking to Carlos from Meticulous Espresso Machine. Where are you in Mexico right now?
In Puebla, Mexico.
Okay,
It's about 2 hours away from Mexico City.
excellent.
Okay, give me a second.
There we go.
Okay.
So, what is your coffee bar setup like this morning? So, I see your fellow kettle there.
Yeah,
You got fellow kettle. Did I see, well, your P64 on the side?
that's right.
All right, you got P64. Okay, you have a very nice black theme going on back.
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of the another goal with the machine was to kind of fit nicely into uh, next to the products that I like the most,
Yep.
and that is my favorite grinder. And it was important for me to kind of make it look good because that also is an important aspect of the ritual and the kind of the coffee culture is beautiful products. Like there's a lot of very beautiful coffee oriented products. So
You
I
know what?
wanted
You know
that to
what?
fit.
Okay, so I blame Instagram for that. Okay, I blame Instagram for pretty things. All right.
Yes.
I mean that.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so let me before you make some coffee for us, but who is your main target audience for this? The target market demographic.
Yes. So our goal is uh, to to target the prosumer
Uh-huh.
who understands coffee and they've been playing around with coffee for a while,
Yep.
but they can't afford a machine that is $3,000 $4,000.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think there's a big gap in there. So you kind of have to, if you start with the Gaia like I did, and you kind of start your way up, uh, you kind of get stuck around $1,000, and you have to make a big jump
Yeah.
to $2,000 $2,500 machines. So the idea is to bridge that gap and build something great in the 1,000 to $1,500 range. So yeah, so one thing about this machine is that it has an integrated scale under the drip tray.
Okay.
So we can actually use it to dose our coffee. So you can't see it right now; it's small. But in here I have the weight, so I can just
Okay, I got you. Okay, so you have a built-in scale, so you can weight that. Okay.
yes.
So what is your go-to recipe? You do what, 18-gram dose or 20 or what?
This is an 18 gram dose I'm
Okay.
doing right now.
Okay, you got 18-gram dose there. Okay.
Yeah, And also, so the machine has a very powerful computer inside,
Okay.
and it has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and it's currently communicating with the tablet and sending all of the readings from its various sensors. So it has a pressure sensor just above the puck. It has an array of temperature sensors. So we are measuring temperature in 8 different places to make sure the water is very uniform.
Okay. Let me
Um,
ask you, how fast is it? I'm talking about the fast between the machine to your tablet, the communication. Is that instant or is
it's
there any
instant.
delay?
No, it's pretty much instant. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes. And then we have a heated cylinder here, heated chamber. So we are able to heat water. We usually and we recommend to use hot water
Yep.
from a kettle because it's a faster workflow. But if you want, you can pour room temperature water and it will heat it in about 4 minutes.
Okay.
So and then with the integrated scale, we can do stuff by weight. We can calculate flow and some other tricks that we are doing. So let me grind this.
Yep. Did you upgrade to Meisenberg yet?
Sorry?
Did you upgrade to Meisenberg on your P64?
No, we haven't.
So are you? Which birds are you using?
I believe it has the high uniformity.
Okay, HE. Okay, all right, all right. Which coffee are you using this morning? Which coffee are you using it this morning? Which coffee? By the way, if you guys are just joining us right now, we are talking to Carlos from Meticulous Espresso Machine this morning. He's showing us live demo, and okay. So what kind of coffee are you using it, Carlos?
So I'm using this. It's called Flow,
Okay.
and it's from Chiapas here in Mexico.
Oh, okay. Is that what medium roast or dark roast or
It's
light
a
roast?
medium. It's a medium roast. Yeah,
Oh, medium
a
roast.
little lighter. Yeah,
Okay.
and that is
Uh,
a great coffee. We like it a lot.
and by the way, so when it comes to water temperature, uh, you say, well, how many sensors you have on that machine?
8 temperature sensors.
8 different sensors. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so we're measuring water at
Yep.
different levels throughout the cylinder because since hot water raises, um, you can't really know the temperature in your vessel with only one sensor. You need to
Yep.
know the gradient. And then we
Exactly.
have a few more sensors to monitor the heating element and also another sensor to measure the water while brewing.
Okay. So how fast is that? So you put the hot water in. Obviously, you have put the boiling water, correct?
About yeah, boiling. Yeah, we are
And the
very in Puebla. We are very high. It's one of the highest cities in the world. So water
oh goodness.
boils here at 92 degrees Celsius.
Okay, 92 Celsius. Okay, gotcha. So
Yeah.
you
So
gotta you accounted for that, right, on your PID system there.
yes, we can use any temperature. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So
So you're gonna lock it in.
yes, and we have an integrated valve
Okay.
that closes when the piston is at the bottom.
Okay.
So internally, this is a lever machine.
Lever machine.
Um, so we have a piston in the back that's
Okay.
pushing up, and then a rocker mechanism in here that is transferring the the force down.
Okay.
So essentially, it's doing what you would do with the lever,
Because I press.
and
Yep.
it's just pressing with a plunger.
Okay.
And then when that plunger is down, the valve is closed. So once I pour water, the water
Yep.
is not going to reach the coffee until the coffee the brewing process starts and the
Okay.
piston lifts.
All right. Let's see it. So now
Well,
put the water in. What is your build material on your on the casing there?
what?
What's the build material?
This
Yeah.
is steel.
Oh, still okay. Got it.
Yeah.
That is a good size machine though. Right next to your P64.
Yes. It
That
is.
is not small coffee machine.
No, it is a little on the tall side.
Yeah.
We are working on reducing it about half an inch for the
Okay.
production uh, model, and we think we're going to be able to do that, just to have a little more clearance in your counter.
So Carlos, how tall is that?
Right now, it's 42 centimeters tall. So if your counter is up to spec, it should be about
Yep.
43.
Yep.
Yes, so it barely fits. So that's why we want to remove
Yeah.
about 1 centimeter.
Yep.
Yes. So in the app, um, we have control of. We can create essentially infinite stages um, of pre-infusion, infusion. We
Okay.
can have complex triggering. So the system, what we built first was the operating system, and
Okay.
it's very complex and sophisticated. We are able to control the machine to very high precision, but we're obviously allowing people to create profiles very easy. So this is the current version of the app, and it allows you to set a pre-infusion flow curve, and so you can create like any curve you want.
Yep.
And also, you can do that for infusion. I have it set to pressure control.
Okay.
So,
Bro.
so this is calibrated, I believe, for 7 bars
Okay.
and a
7 bar machine.
four milliliter per second per
Okay.
infusion. And then we have a trigger here, the stop weight of zero point 0.2 grams. So
Okay.
this means that after the first drop is detected, it'll switch into infusion.
Wow, man, Carlos, that is a lot of technology behind it.
Yeah.
A lot.
So yeah. So now I can just start this, and it will start heating. Right now it's at 67 degrees.
Yep.
Um, so it will. The machine was cold when I poured the first um, water, so it will take a
Yep.
little bit to to heat up.
Yep.
Um,
Carlos, can you take the camera and then get close up for us?
yes.
Okay, and then you can flip the camera too. You can flip the rear camera instead of your front so we can see it.
Okay. Let me
Yeah.
see.
So let's give you guys. There we go. Goodness. All right. That's much better there.
Yeah. So in
Very
here
good.
you'll see.
Yeah, I see the temperature going up there as well on the top.
Yes. Temperature is 71. I don't
71
know if you're
Celsius.
able to
Yep.
read that.
Yep.
And then the weight is at 0, and we have a trigger for 33 grams.
Okay.
It takes a few grams to stop,
Yep.
so the goal is to have like 36 in the end.
Exactly correct. It's about 3 or 4 gram the triggers. Yep.
Yes.
Tempo.
Yeah, and we're working on a predictive trigger so that it's more precise. But right
Okay.
now it's
Okay. So is that Android and iOS or just the both apps?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. So the app is built. It's a hybrid app, so it
Okay.
will work on Android, iOS. It will also work on your computer.
Computer.
Um, it will work, yeah, on phones, tablets. Essentially, anything that has a web browser will be able to run the app.
And
And
then
for iOS and Android, you will be able to download from the app store.
and also you guys have that community that people can share the recipes and profile.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So from the app, you will be able to create complex profiles
Yep.
and share them. And right now it's starting. So you can see the piston moving up,
Oh wow. There we go. There we go. Goodness.
and then you have the telemetry. It's reading all of the sensors, and you will be able to see.
Man, what a so you're gonna get a pretty much perfect shot every time then, isn't it?
That's
You
right.
get- it's not like you're having a level machine. If you
Exactly.
have your grind size too fine, you can actually, slow down your pressure. Man.
Exactly. So you can see the stop weight was
Oh yeah.
37.7,
Yep.
and yeah, there's the coffee.
That is very, very interesting.
You can
Okay.
see.
Yeah, that is really that's another level right there. Okay, that is another level.
Yes, that is the idea. So um, and also so this is so you can see like here
Yep.
we're doing this is the whole profile. So for example, in this case, it's interesting because you can see these dips in
Yep.
pressure. So that might be channeling,
Sure.
and when channeling starts, we actually have it compensates. So it
Mm-hmm.
can help you rescue a bad prep. So
Yeah,
what we've
exactly.
seen is
Yes.
that
Yep.
yeah, it kind of adapts and helps you brew better, even if your prep is not perfect, your grind is not perfect. It extends the kind of the tolerance for error. So if you're not perfect with all of the other steps, the machine can compensate a little bit.
Yep. Okay.
Uh,
By the way, so I mean, so you can only control by the app, or can you do that on machine? Is there?
yeah, no, you can. Yeah, you can do everything from the machine.
Okay,
So you have these. Uh, oop, it froze. Sorry.
that's all right. It's okay because I know that is your prototype. So there we go.
Yeah, so yeah, there. So
Man,
you can have everything in the machine, and I cannot show you because we haven't released that information.
that's
But
all
you
right.
essentially
Yep.
you essentially can create like let me flip this again. Sorry.
Uh, so Carlos, so once you got your shot, obviously you're gonna stop. And how do you purge that water?
Yeah. So right now I added this purge cup
Okay.
and just click on the purge button.
Okay, got you.
Uh, but the so it can purge directly into the drip tray.
Okay.
But it just if I'm here, I prefer to purge into a cup. It's less mess.
I know that's yeah, same as just like my flare, right?
Yeah,
That's that kind
exactly.
of flare inspire workflow right there. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
But it can take so if you let it purge into the drip tray, it
Yeah.
takes like 12 espressos to fill the drip tray. So you can you can have it more than a week, and you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
But I just like to keep it clean. And when the espresso is done, it will ask you uh, to purge by clicking, or if you want, you can enable automatic purging, and it will
Yep.
detect when the cup is removed with the
Okay.
scale, and it will purge a few seconds later.
Okay. So let me ask you. So if someone is going to ask, "Hey, Carlos, why should I buy Meticulous over decent?"
Um,
How can you say to those people? And here's the one caveat. Okay.
yeah,
I like espresso. Okay. I don't like milk. I'm the espresso drinker. So why they have to choose you over decent?
yeah. So we actually use the decent for a long time
Yep.
to kind as a benchmark of quality.
Sure.
And one thing that I can tell you is that we are now able to uh, duplicate or replicate pretty much everything that Decent does
Okay.
regarding profiling.
That's right.
And in some aspects, we're better. For
Yep.
example, the since we have a uh, pretty much an open cylinder and a shower screen directly under the cylinder, we don't have any of the channeling and like differential in pressures
Yep.
that the Decent have because of the group head design they have. Um, I think the lever machine is also more elegant, easier to clean, and uh, to maintain. So this machine will give you much less problems overall. So in my opinion, and of course I'm biased, but in my opinion, for espresso, this is a better machine overall,
Okay.
and that is not including the fact that it is about half the price.
Okay.
So
So I mean, Carlos, I'm in the computer business myself. Okay.
yeah,
There's whenever I see a tablet and a lot of sensors, that worries me.
yeah,
Worries me a lot.
yeah,
So what? Okay. So what kind of reliability for your machine?
yeah. Good question. So one of the key design aspects of this is that we don't have the infrastructure that big companies have for
Yep.
repairs. So um, what you have uh, right there at Breville, they rely on a very vast network of repair shops, certified technicians.
Yep.
So they can they have the luxury to design products that are complex and might break
Yep.
because they actually make money when the product breaks.
Mm-hmm.
We don't make money if our product breaks.
Yep.
So we decided to be extremely robust, and
Okay.
we worked for months to reduce part count. So
Okay. Good.
what kills the product is complexity,
Yep.
and reducing the part count is very important. This machine back here, this is the latest prototype, and excluding screws because screws are just off the shelf part. It only has 50 parts
50.
uh, total. Yes, so that is one very important aspect, and another is that for the most critical components, we are using off the shelf parts. So so the pressure sensor is an off-the-shelf industrial sensor
Okay.
rated for use for 20 years.
Okay.
The temperature sensors too. The motor is also an industrial grade sensor motor. Sorry. So we are using these off-the-shelf components. So down the road, if something fails, you'll be able to either source it from us or source it directly from the supplier.
Gotcha.
And that is uh, that is on the mechanical side, and on the software side,
Yep.
we are also using a modular design. So if you're in computers, I don't know if you're familiar with compute modules.
Okay.
Uh, so the computer is actually something that you install and you can upgrade to new
Yep.
computers. We are not really promising, or like, it's not a core part of our business to for you to upgrade the computer, but we will be running Linux on it,
Okay.
and it will be kind of a very open. Not the firmware will not be open source, but the app will be open source, so you will be able to maintain by yourself for many years.
Oh, good. Okay.
That's the goal. Yeah.
Excellent. And I know people are really curious about the pricing. Okay. I know
Yeah.
you the Kickstarter. Okay.
Yes.
So when you start doing the Kickstarter?
Yeah. So we're launching Kickstarter in March 15th.
March 15th. Okay. A couple of
Yeah.
months out. And then
Yeah.
what's your starting price on that?
Yeah. So the machine will be $1,500 on
Okay.
Kickstarter,
Okay.
but we will offer a discount, an early bird discount to the first people that back us. So
So,
yeah, it
so
will
what's
be
the? Can you tell us what's the discount on price or
not yet.
not yet? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of. So how many prototype did you build so far?
Um, so like different iterations. This is version 8.
Okay.
Uh, I'm cheating a little bit because for version 7 we did like 7.1, 7.2, 7.3. So we were almost done, and we iterated very little things. And I expect that we are still a couple of versions away from the production version,
Okay.
especially since I want to make it a little smaller
Yep.
and add some things that the community has told us, but very few changes. And at least the mechanism and how it works, it will stay the same. So it's mostly making things easier for assembly and stuff like that.
And then
Uh,
so it's gonna be you guys produce it in Mexico or are you gonna send it to overseas or where are you gonna do it?
yeah, no, it's gonna be manufactured in China.
Okay.
We have a partner in China,
Okay.
and uh, we worked with them in the past, and we are working on the design for manufacturing with them to ensure that their capabilities match the design. So it's important to do that in the last stage
Okay.
of the design, and that's where we are right now.
Man, so we are looking at some March and then goodness. So when you kickstart, so what you're not gonna see the machine to what end of year then? Is that sounds about right?
So it depends, really. Right now, we are working very hard with the supplier to finish the design before the Kickstarter. And if we are able to do that, we might be able to, just after the first week or the second week of the Kickstarter, have a very good idea on how many units we'll need. And we can start making orders, bulk orders during the Kickstarter. If that's the case, I expect this to be delivered in June, July, maybe August, depending on
Man,
there's many variables, but yeah, around that
I,
time.
I mean that's very ambitious. Okay, very
Yeah,
ambitious goal there, Carlos. You know, I mean I wish you the best on that. All right, that's
yeah. I'm. This is not. So this is not a finalized plan. I'm not making promises right now. The final delivery date will be published on the Kickstarter, obviously.
sure.
Uh, but right now, that is what we're working towards.
I know you got some time. Okay, you got a few months out, so hopefully you're gonna get all the fixed all the bugs. By the
Yeah.
way, how heavy is it? How heavy is that machine?
Right now, it's about 30 pounds.
Wow, 30 pounds. That is respectable.
Yes, it is. It is substantial. Yeah,
Yeah. And then you're looking at $1,500, and if you're early bird, you're gonna get an additional discount.
that's
Wow.
right.
I mean, okay. So far, what you tell us, what you show us, okay. I mean, I like what I'm seeing right now.
Great.
Okay. I mean, that is a pretty impressive machine you got there. I mean, $1,500. Would people are gonna get early bird discount there? That is an extremely attractive price. Okay.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, and
But
Yeah, it's really so depending on the number of units, we might be able to create versions down the line that are cheaper, but uh, we really had a so when we were designing this, um, there were some ways that we could make the machine cheaper, but it will sacrifice temperature stability and
Yeah,
also maximum pressure. So this machine is able to go to 13 bars, just for some
yep,
like edge cases when you want instant
yep.
pressure, and also it's very temperature stable. So the number of sensors that we have and the mass that we have is what didn't allow us to reach the $1,000 price point. Obviously, we're always working on how to improve that. We believe that if we can make the machine more affordable, it will reach more people, and that is our goal, to kind of bring this kind of science-based espresso to everyone.
I know,
So
but
that is always the goal.
because I think about it, because the Flare 58 you're looking at is around $500 range there. Flare 50 is about 550, okay,
Yep.
and the Akaya Scare is about 250. I mean, you're talking about just two devices alone. You're looking at $800. All
Yeah,
right,
and you add a smart espresso profiler to that, and you're already in the range.
exactly, and the exactly Smart Express profile is about 350, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so I mean the price is there. The price is right. All right, but I feel like you are undercutting yourself. That's what I'm feeling. You might be too cheap.
oh,
All right,
a lot of
because
people, yeah.
I mean right
Yeah,
now, I mean if you are watching right now, I mean so far as only bird, only bird backers, you guys have to take a risk. I mean that's part of the risk. Okay,
that's right.
but what I saw so far, the pulling the shot, the accuracy, all the different features you have, and if you like drink espresso, okay, we're not talking about milk-based people. Milk-based people, okay, they have other machines for that. But if you are a purist,
Yeah,
you like the espresso. I mean, that is very attractive. Okay, and I need to
yeah,
talk to you after this, by the way. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, so that is fantastic, man. So I cannot wait. Okay, I cannot wait to see the finished products. So what is your goal, Carlos? Okay, so it sounds like you have an amazing machine behind you. So what is your
yeah,
goal?
yeah. So I really fell in love with the coffee making process.
Uh huh.
So that is why we decided to. We actually sold our old company to my partner,
Okay.
the company that made all of those different products, and our company now is focused 100% on coffee right now.
Yeah.
So we are prototyping other products, and our goal is to um, allow people who are not into coffee and they are not into the science of coffee and into dialing to experience what a great shot of coffee or of espresso or a great coffee is. So now that I've dove into all of this world, I see that the coffee people experience is really really bad. So I don't even understand why people like coffee, like because they are not getting the good stuff. So if we're able to create a suite of products that allow people to experience how great coffee really is, I think that's a game changer. So that will require um, grinder. It will require a lot of other products. So our goal is to kind of complete the process, to have the full workflow. Of course, right now we're focused only on the espresso part, but down the line, I would love to have from home roasting to all the way into your finished drink.
You know what? I mean, I think you're halfway there because making good espresso is the most challenging part. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. I mean, it doesn't matter which machine you are using, which grinder you are using, but there is enough people out there, willing to spend time to learn and how to, better their espresso.
that's right.
We have about 62 people watching right now. I mean, they're the one. They are the one. They're curious. Okay,
Yeah,
curious about the machine, and they're curious about you, and that is really exciting time, man. So March 15th is the Kickstart,
that's right.
and then
And
you're gonna let us know what is the early bird price.
that's right.
Okay, and then what you are saying is maybe like follow this summer or fall to the first drop.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
And
I'd say uh, if like if I were to set a date right now, it will probably be by the end of the year.
so
But we
so
are
what?
hopeful.
So
Sorry.
obviously you've been talking to other peoples right now, and what what's their say? What's their interest? I mean, do you have any kind of projection? Are you planning on selling 500 units, 1,000 units? Do you have some number in your mind right now?
Yeah, that's difficult because we don't know uh, how big the market is. That is the big risk we are taking. Uh, we really don't know. It's very difficult to predict that. With with products, physical products, you really need to sell a large number of them in order for them to make sense.
Oh
We
yeah,
designed this machine to be very easy to manufacture at a smallish scale.
yeah.
So I believe we can, like, it has a very, I think, one or two injection molded parts.
Okay,
Everything else is either machine or laser cut or metal bending. So it is a relatively easy to manufacture this machine in smallish scales.
okay,
So anything from 100 to 300 might be viable.
okay,
Um, but if we hit like 1,000 units, that is everything fits in place.
okay,
So, and it doesn't have to be during the Kickstarter. We still have we will launch on Indiegogo
okay,
afterwards.
okay.
So yeah, that is kind of the higher goal, and the kind of best case scenario would be around 1,000 units. That would be perfect.
1,000. Okay. And by the way, it comes to beer quality. Unfortunately, I cannot touch it.
Yeah,
But comes to your beer quality of a P64 right next to you,
yeah,
the feel of it comes to your machine.
yeah,
What is that? What's the comparison?
yeah. So the only thing that uh, I really love, so I love Weber products and
Yes. Yep.
Lagon products. And the only thing that I love about those that I can't really replicate here
Hmm.
is that they are machined out of solid aluminum, right? So
Exactly.
the sharp corners, that's beautiful,
Yep.
and this machine is sheet metal, so it really it can't have that.
Yep.
But other than that, it feels like it's very sturdy.
Okay.
Um, it's difficult for me to
Wow. Okay. Good.
even lift
All
it.
right.
Um, and let me see if I can show it to you
Yeah.
from the side.
Oh wow! Look at that. That is beautiful, isn't it? Goodness.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, I guess I just revealed a secret there. So
Hey, it's all
because
right,
it because
man.
it's steel, we are working on a few accessories that you can just.
Man, Carlos, that is a beautiful design, buddy. That is a beautiful design. How long take you to come up the design?
um like like 6 months, I would say.
6 months. Very clean finished. Very clean.
Yeah, so you can see
Yeah,
close up. It's
yeah,
this is essentially the same as a fellow. It feels the same.
exactly, correct. Man,
Um, and yeah, I think it looks very well next to a high quality product like this.
oh wow, man, I'm impressed. Okay, I'm impressed with it so far.
Yeah, let me show you.
Yeah, yep,
Oops. So give me a second.
yep, that's fine. But if you're just joining us right now, we are talking to Carlos from Meticulous. By the way, make sure press thumbs up, okay, guys. Make sure press thumbs up on this video. And Carlos is showing us right now. About 60 people watching, only 27 thumbs up. Okay, come on. Make sure thumbs up there.
Yeah. So
Man, you know what, Carlos? I'm sold on it. That is, love the design. It's gonna be looks good on every kitchen. I mean, yeah, I mean that is a like statement piece, right? If you go to your friend's house, you're gonna have like P64 and
yeah,
your machine right next to each other. Man, man, you're balling right there. Man. You're
yeah.
oh, so man, that's fantastic, man.
Thank you.
Uh, so what your family thinks about you're into coffee business like this?
My family.
Yeah, your family is okay with you making coffee toys.
Yeah, yeah. So I started this company with my wife,
Uh huh.
and so we've been working together for almost 12 years.
Wow. That's
And yeah, and she's really like uh, she's really the one who builds or shapes these experiences.
yep.
Uh, so I'm more in the engineering side of things, working on the internal, leading the software team, but kind of the how the user experience the machine is something that I work with my wife very closely. So yeah, we're very excited about the industry. I think the industry is uh, is stuck in kind of the traditional and old ways. I
Yep.
think the big the big manufacturers have not innovated enough in the last 20 years, and we now have technology that we can really use to make products just way better. So I'm just surprised that even after the Disney came out almost 7 years ago, no one has taken on that
Yep.
inspiration on a like not seriously, right? So like Rebel hasn't released like a very innovative product, and really no one is building on top of what kind of Disney demonstrated that it's great. So yeah, we're very excited about the opportunity that there is in coffee, because I think there's big holes similar to the 1,500 $1,000 machine. I think there's big holes in grinding and other aspects of coffee. So yeah, we're super excited about getting into this market, and it's
Yep.
also fun, and the people are great. So that one thing that I've been very surprised about is how warm the people have been uh, to me as a newcomer and as a total novice. I'm not an expert in coffee at all. So I've had I don't know how much I can say, but I've had people from other companies that directly compete with us reach out and just say, "Oh, the machine is great, congratulations." So it's super encouraging to see that the community around coffee is also like warm and great. So yeah, we're very excited about it.
Good. So are you also thinking about building grinder down the road?
Yes, yes, that would be very exciting. Actually, when I started uh, researching coffee and just kind of playing around,
Okay.
my first idea was to build a grinder,
Okay.
and I do have some good ideas in a drawer on what a grinder needs. But it when I got the idea for the machine, it was just too overwhelming to not pursue. But yeah, we do have some ideas about
Okay.
grinding.
So here's a grinder I need. Okay. I don't know you saw my channels, but I do have copper grinders on my shop. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a couple grinders. I need a grinder that perfectly aligned. All right. I need a perfectly aligned grinder because
Align?
so even like P64, they have that tolerance there. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not perfect. All right. People out there spending thousands and thousands of dollars to uh, they want to spend thousands of dollars to get the grinder, the perfectly aligned grinder that produce consistency every single time.
Yeah.
The one closed is the Titus. Okay, Titus from Germany. It's about $10,000. Okay, so people willing to spend 10 grand on grinder. So if you can come up with a grinder that perfectly aligned with interchangeable birds, okay, because they have different design of birds out there. So yeah, I think you're gonna do well. Okay, that's the grinder most people are looking for. I mean, we are talking about coffee hobbyists,
Yes.
coffee people that fall down that rabbit hole really, really deep.
Yeah.
So they are the one looking for
Yeah.
that grinder. So hopefully you can
Yeah.
get that for us. It'd be great.
Yeah. That sounds great.
All right, buddy. Hey, thank you so much for talking to us this morning. Hold on. And hold on a second, Carlos.
Yep.
So let's, by the way, if you're just joining us, we are talking to Carlos from Meticulous. And then let's take a, hold on, let's take a look at some live questions. Okay, I got some questions here from,
Okay. Perfect.
and do you have your laptop in front of you by chance?
No.
Okay, hold on a second. It's all right. I'm trying to go through, I'm going to take a couple questions here
Yeah.
from,
That's perfect.
yeah. But if you are watching right now, if you have any question for Carlos, now is the time, okay? Ask him, all right? Just ask him there. Hold on. So, by the way, so one person asked me, can you do back to back to back to back shot pretty easily?
Yes. So the machine just does take a few minutes to warm up,
Uh-huh.
but once it's warm, it's much faster to do another shot.
Exactly. Once you got temperature hit, yeah, exactly.
That's
And the,
right.
what kind of warranty are you going to provide for the Kickstarters?
Yeah. So I can't tell you a definite number.
Okay.
We are still working on that, but I think it will be a good combination of the warranty and also the commitment for easy repairs
Is a
down the
repair
road.
at home? Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be, are you going to come up with 220?
Sorry.
220 volt?
Yes, it will be an international version
International. Okay.
machine. Yes.
And the one you kickstart is going to be North America only. It's going to be
No,
international.
international.
Okay. So Jack has a coffee channel. He's in Europe right now. So all right. And then let's see here. And then the Peter Pan asked you, what's your background experience in product design?
Yeah. So I've been designing products for my whole life. I designed my first mass-produced product when I was 13 years old, and this is just my whole life.
Oh, good.
And I've been working on this professionally uh, with my company, uh, with my wife for the past 12 years, and we've designed dozens of products that have and have shipped uh, tens of thousands of products worldwide.
Okay. Oh man. I mean, again. So so this machine. So far, what I learned from you, you you combine flare, okay, and then you combine the decent, all the profiling, and then fit that into one. Okay,
That's
that's
right.
what the machine right behind you. and they look like the build quality of kind of like I say what P64 least. Kind of like feel of it. Is that matte black?
Yes, matte
Okay.
black.
Are you gonna have different colors, or you stick with the one color for now?
Yeah, we want to offer different colors.
Oh, you're gonna offer different colors on
Yeah,
Kickstarter?
maybe not on Kickstarter
Okay.
immediately, but yeah.
So you're gonna do just one as a black color there.
Yeah.
Man, and the scale is that pretty accurate
Yeah.
like Akaya?
It's just maybe a little more accurate than the Akaya, but at least as accurate. Yeah.
And then you can change the decimal. You can go point zero or point zero zero.
Just 0.0, one,
Okay,
one decimal.
okay,
Yeah.
just one decimal, but it's pretty
Yeah.
accurate. Okay.
They're very accurate. Yeah.
I'm telling you that I don't know. I think you have a winner sitting
Thank
behind you,
you.
buddy. You have a winner behind you. All
Thank
right,
you.
buddy. Hey, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
By the way, if you guys are just joining us right now, okay, after we finish, just go back, okay, so check out Carlos's. He gave us the live demo on putting the shots, give you the screen of how the app is working. So make sure check it out. What a wonderful product. What a treat. All right, thanks, buddy. I
Thank
talk to you
you.
next time.
Thanks
Okay,
for hosting me.
talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So again, we just talked with Carlos from Meticulous. Man, I'm very excited about that coffee machine. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but looks pretty good there. Anyway, I hope you guys having a wonderful Sunday morning. I'm glad you guys are here. Make sure thumbs up on this video. I think Carlos did an amazing job there. Okay, guys. See you guys next time.